We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, injustice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com. You will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers, and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, it don't matter how much the enemy fight, them can't stop the truth. One thing that we have known, white people are good at, it's lying. If you look throughout the history of the white man and this hurt, they are responsible for genocides, rape, pillage, lying. They are the architect of that. Divide and rule, divide and conquer. Now we have a white man who was born in Britain, and no matter how them try to oppress or suppress the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we know that victory is still in sight, because no white man born in Britain is supposed to rule over we, because we don't live in Britain, we live in Jamaica. This is our land. Our ancestors been enslaved by Mark Gummerbeer golden ancestors, and when these people leave our ancestors naked. Emancipation Park. Those of you who are Jamaican, just look at the man and the woman. You see the man with him soldier and the woman with her eagle eye. You think PJ Patterson, the black thief, you think the black thief did put that Emancipation Park there just to show? It's a reminder of what white people has done to us. So all of you, black people who think that a white man is going to save us from white man oppression, you have another guest coming, because that won't happen. So that's why we say choose Jamaica. Stand with the born Jamaican, or step aside. Not even stand aside, but we say step aside. And the reason why we say that, because we are coming up to a pivotal part of our time as black people. And we say that some black people, them don't love themselves. But as Marcus Garvey say, love yourself better than anyone else. All beauty is in you and not outside of you. God made you beautiful. Confine your affection to your own race and God will bless you and men will honor you. But guess what? we have black people in Jamaica who don't love themselves. Races and people are only safeguarded when they are strong enough to protect themselves. The only protection against injustice in a man is power, physical, financial, and scientific. We as black people, we cannot allow ourselves to be led astray, that believe that a white man is going to save us from white man oppression. The white man have been enslaving us for the past 400 years. When we attack enslave us, we attack physically, mentally, and spiritually. Them even give we a God. And I tell we say God white. And Marcus Garvey say if God is white, he don't want to meet God, because God would be a wicked God. Because God can't be white. So we are talking about Jamaica's political future, eating around table. Few nations wear the scars and triumphs on their sleeves as boldly as Jamaica does. At the heart of our nation beats an unquenchable passion for freedom, fairness, and pride. Yet, as we sit around the proverbial round table, in parliament, in barbershop, at street corners, online platforms like YouTube, any YouTuber that is neutral in this fight is a traitor. You can't be neutral when you come onto your country. You see that one country of a criminal organization of the traitors, the traitors, the treasonous one, the treacherous, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. When you could have ball blood, me nah stop talk the truth. And you can't kill the truth, because for decades, for centuries, the white man a try to kill the truth, and the truth always come back. But you know, so you can't shame the shameless. But eventually, you know, the world, we live in a world where the truth will rule supreme. God, the Bible says, God said, before the earth pass away, heaven and earth will pass away. Not man, man no control this. A God in charge, but God allow men dominion over all things. So the question is no longer whether politics matters, but what kind of politics will define Jamaica's future. The debate is heated because it should be. The stakes are high. Life and death, progress and ruin, order and chaos hang in the balance. On one side of the table sit those who believe Jamaica's political destiny must finally sever itself from the divisive, violent past of the 1970s and 2024 and 2025. It started in 2023 by this big belly white man from England, Mark Beer Golden. When garrison politics reduce our people to pawns in a bloody chess match, they argue for modernization, economic discipline, and new generation of leadership. One of three tribalism that has marred both the Jamaica Labour Party and the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization for decades, with the aggressor, the main contributor, the financier, the godfather, the creator of criminality, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, by a white man born in England, in Britain, Michael Manley. And now we have a second white man, in which Britain send him now to come finish this trial, because Jamaica is the capital for Africa, for black people. Everything that is good, that have an impact on the world, come out of Jamaica. So we're the best place to do. Now destroy Jamaica, tell the black man to open up in batty wall and take it like a girl, and normalize all kind of decadence, destroy our culture, and then you have some wanga got and licky and depraved mind artists like Buju Banton, Vibes Cartel, Shaggy, and we can go on the Marleys them, Spragga Benz. I don't let him say nothing. This white man I tell black youth to open up them batty hole and take it like a girl, and then not condemn him. On the other side, sit with those who still cling to a party loyalty, red or orange, as though if it were religion. They defend past sins as necessary sacrifices. Every election cycle becomes a chance to relive old grudges rather than create new solutions. If Andrew Wallace, B2C and Bolt, Royal Records, them still are gonna find excuse and them still now give him credit for it. There's nothing what this black man do. Yeah, they see him black people them appreciate it. I was born and raised in a Jamaica and I belly are the beast. And I am not in a Jamaica to see what is happening, but I can see it from afar because you hear the people talk. Even people we are PMP, I say no, I best Jamaica ever been. So if we turn back, no matter how them fight and oppress and suppress the Jamaica young police, that can't stop it from talk. Because we not do the same money. We do it because we love Jamaica. We are give back what Jamaica give away. If it was in Jamaica, we wouldn't be right here where we sit. I don't know white guy give away this. We don't want a white man from England to rule over our people. A guy go away. A Lego boy. The middle of the table, that's where most Jamaicans sit. Tired of the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, tired of empty promises, telling people how them all give them everybody will get house and $1 million. Where am I get money from? All them promise there. Tired of being collateral damage in a war they never wanted. So them kill Sweeney and run punch. Now them kill Lana, Nicky Robertson. Them kill Roger Clark from Swallowfield. And up to now the Labour, them don't kill one PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporter. So that goes to show you who have love. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal have no love. And a love we need in a Jamaica. We want to see where people live in our love. So we have to get rid of the decisive people. We have to get rid of the traitors them within. So they ask, when will the political class see us? Not just as votes to be bought or threatened, but as citizens whose lives matter. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal will never see you as that. I am from the belly of the beast. That's why we left. So this journey for me is personal. I am speaking for my peers who cannot speak because they are all dead. The philosophy and mantra and ideology that they had imparted to them make them feel like with the gun make you a man and make you powerful and make you rich. But they never tell them that any idea you're going to end up 6'6" easy. And most of them never live to see 25. And I am twice that age and going. So we tell us a Jamaican election will be a bloodbath. I told you that. You see the amount of guns that coming in Jamaica. You see Danai Williams, Dennis Wet and others, them bringing how many guns. And to date, no arrests. We're trying to dig in to find out whose names are on these invoices that ship these guns to Jamaica. But as usual, we're getting roadblocks. And these people need to be outed. This question, unfortunately, is not. Yeah, the question, unfortunately, is not rhetorical. History whispers a chilling answer. If we are not vigilant, from 1976 state of emergency, when children were executed in Tapil and Kingston burned, to the Tivoli Gardens attack by Renita Adams. Every time the PMP them in the 1990s they call election, in just go over Tivoli Gardens and just shoot up the people them, all young, infirm, dog, puss, and say a shootout. All because, and then 3 weeks after that, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization government called election. Jamaican elections have too often been written in blood. Every vote earned at gunpoint, every ballot cast under fear, every promise bought with taxpayers' money and paid for in lives. These are not traditions to celebrate, and yet the signs are ominous. Gangs still hold sway in many constituencies. Political patronage is alive and well, paving roads, handing out cash and contracts. then abandoning communities afterwards. That is how the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization operate. Guns continue to pour into the island. Social media are simply giving politicians new tools to incite violence, spread lies and mobilize mob faster than ever. But here's the truth, a bloodbath is not inevitable. It takes courage from leaders, the private sector, churches, civil society and voters to declare that never again means never again. The people must demand accountability. No more hiding behind garrisons. No more politicians aligning themselves with dons. No more celebrating criminals as community leaders. Jamaica's next election can either be a test of how far we come or proof that we have learned nothing. And you, the ordinary Jamaican, hold that power. No matter who you support. But you're not supposed to be supporting a white man who born a Britain to be a leader in a 2025. The world is laughing at us. I will make it clear, violence will not decide our future. We will. The future of Jamaica, is it hope or hopelessness? This is a question that breaks hearts and ignites arguments on the surface. You can find reasons for hopelessness. Corruption seems endless. When you come on to the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, you see two men from my community wanted for murder, and them send them to Canada. Mark Gombe Golden did that through the councillor Pummels. She, fear womb is cursed. Not no good no come out of fear womb. Peer criminals, children. Two of them dead. Police killed one set, and the other was killed when she was at the side of her gunman, or Danville Palmer, with politicians just arguing over who get to sign the death certificate. But that's just the surface. Beneath it lies a stubborn, defiant hope, the kind of hope that carried enslaved Africans, the kind that led Marcus Garvey to say we are destined for greatness, the kind that forced Michael Manley to stand up to the IMF even when the cost was heavy, the kind that made Usain Bolt stretch his arms wide at the finish line as the world cheered. Michael Manley was not a Jamaican hero. Michael Manley was a devil in disguise. One of the most evilest persons to ever be the Prime Minister of Jamaica, then P.J. Patterson. These people have done immense harm and wickedness to Jamaican people. Jamaica is not hopeless, because hope is baked in our DNA. But hope is not magic. It requires work. If we want better governance, we must demand better from our leaders and ourselves. That is the reason why we have the best leader ever, Andrew Holness. We can't complain and say we want crime to reduce. It has been reducing. We must stop idolizing criminals. You don't see this Prime Minister with no criminals on the stage at the GLP conference. If we want jobs and investment, we must fix the corruption and the red tape that choke the economy. If you want that to re-enter our politics, you side with the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, because the only thing that these people know to do is create crime and criminals. Hopelessness is a luxury Jamaica cannot afford, but hope alone is not. Hope will not save us. Only action will. Who's winning the power struggle? So here we get to the heart of the matter. Right now, the JLP control the reign of government under Andrew Holness, but power is never secure in Jamaica politics. Mark Golden and the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization are regrouping hungry for a return to power. The question is, who really is winning and at what cost? If the PMP ever come back to power, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization come back to power, dog name Jamaica supper. The PMP has never grown the Jamaican economy Them always have it in a negative. But most of the Jamaican low IQ people don't even understand when they come on to GDP and debt. This Prime Minister has cut the debt. So eventually Jamaica will become a first world country where we have a loan, we don't have to borrow the money from the IMF because the Prime Minister is working. Anyhow, the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization get a hold on our economy. That's it for us. And one hand, the GLP boosts economic stabilization, infrastructure improvement, and relative calm compared to the bloody 70s and 90s, 2000 and thereabout. They haven't struggled to curb crime decisively, and they have done one of the best job ever. On the other hand, the PNP claims to champion the poor and marginalized, but their record particularly their role in enabling garrisons and criminality and failing to modernize the economy still haunts them, and their own internal disunity undermines their message. The PNP, only thing the PNP know to do is create criminals, nothing else. Nothing positive for Jamaican people. The real answer though is that neither Mark Gummy Golden or the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, them are supposed to be winning the Jamaican people. They're supposed to be losing the Jamaican people. Because this man is not one of us. He's a foreigner. What does victory look like? It's not just an election night celebration at the headquarters of the Jamaica Labour Party with blaring music and fireworks. It's a mother who can walk home safely at nights. It's a young man who chooses to start a business instead of joining a gang. It's a teacher who stays in Jamaica rather than fleeing to America or Canada or England. It's a government that serves without stealing. And we have the Jamaica Labour Party, which is the epitome of good governance. So while politicians squabble over power, let us remind them the power belongs to the people. We as Jamaicans, and I am saying it loud and proud, that I endorse the Jamaica Labour Party. You cannot be neutral in this time. No, if you're neutral, that means you're a traitor. Jamaica's future, politically, economically, socially, is not written in stone. It is written every day in every choice we make, in every conversation we have, and in every vote we cast. We are at a crossroads. One road leads to the same old story: violence, corruption, poverty, cynicism, nepotism. The other road demands courage to reject tribalism, to demand a better from our leaders, to build a Jamaica where our children no longer ask whether their homeland is worth staying in. It won't be easy. The path of righteousness really is. Remember, you know, it takes discipline for you to be a law-abiding citizen. You don't take nothing to be a criminal. You just have to be unruly. And that is what the PNP is all about. But it is necessary, and it starts with each of us. So as we sit around this round table in our homes, workplace and community, let us ask only what will the politician do, but also what will I do. And I am telling you, people in my community, for me born and raised, Jonestown, concrete jungle itself, vote for the Jamaica Labour Party if you want a better life and a better future for your kids. What, you want to bury your son them at 18, 20, 21, 22, or the average age 25? That's how you want your child to be. You don't want your children them to become bankers, doctors, lawyers, or police officers. You tell him, say, oh, he want to be done. Every car where him see him might start beat fast. He don't know if I today him are dead. If Jamaica is to rise, it must rise on the shoulder of its people, not the pocket of its politician. So will you allow your vote to be bought, or will you vote with your conscience? So we are set to those up by Avon Park. Mark gonna be your goal in promise on 20,000 if you vote for him. I would say take the money and vote for the Labour Party. Will you tolerate violence in your community, or will you speak out against it? When you say in a garrison, you can't talk, and if you talk out, you will lose your life. So you have to do it discreetly. Will you support leaders who empower gangs or leaders who empower the people? The choice is clear. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization empowers gang. The Jamaica Labour Party leader empowers people. So you choose the people. You choose the man who will support the people. Will you choose hope or hopelessness? If you choose hope, you choose Jamaica that are Andrew Wellness. If you choose hopelessness, you go with the British man. Holy patriots listen to the Jamaica Young Police channel. Them know themselves. What was a traitor? Because if you not choose Jamaica, you're a traitor. The answer to these questions will determine not just who win the next election, but what kind of Jamaica we leave behind for the next generation. The time is yours. The time is now to choose. So one of the greatest strategy of Jamaican politics have been the way it's divided us. Neighbors against neighbor, even family against family in the name of party color. The question we must all ask today is, are you Jamaican first, or are you a PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporter first? Because the PNP does themselves as Jamaica. So that's why we tell us, if you choose party over country, you are a part of the problem. The Jamaica Labour Party is all about peace, reduce crime, prosperity, and you see it. The infrastructure turn up. And if we continue on this trajectory, in a couple of years, Jamaica will be a first world country where people in Jamaica shun criminals, because that is where it's heading. If you choose party over country, you're a part of the problem. Because when it does settles and the politicians are gone after their big houses, Mark Golding gone back to England on him foreign trip, gone back to him yard, and him 32 secret bank account, it is you and I who must live in the crime infested communities without jobs, without schools, and with grief in our hearts for their lives lost. In the 1970s, the rise of garrison politics, imported and imparted to us by Michael Manley, the British-born white man, turned the whole section of Kingston and St. Andrew into armed camps. Tivoli became a JLP territory. Arnett Garden became a PNP territory, and Jonestown. Them started to chase out the labor right them out of Jonestown. Even people were PNP. Even the police and the army were dragged into the madness. Ordinary citizens paid the price, forced to flee their homes, watch their loved one killed, and live under constant fear. The generations that came after inherited that violence, not just in the bullets in the wall, but in the very culture of fear and the silence that keeps bad leaders in power. And the people them love Michael Manley, because Michael Manley a criminal at heart. Michael Manley are the original Jamaican criminal and terrorist, the godfather of criminality. And I say that without any apology. I may dare any PNP LGBTQ plus analysts to come and debate me over here. I have asked for Wilfred Rattigan, yeah, come. When I talk ugly some a dummy. Him dunce, him fail police test 7 times. We cannot afford to repeat that mistake. The children of Jamaica deserve better than to inherit bloodstained streets and corrupt governments. They deserve a nation that is united in its commitment to justice, opportunity, and peace. You'll never hear this Prime Minister trying to divide us as a people. He's always trying to unite us. While this big belly white man from England, Mark Golding, always trying to divide us. Why every Jamaican should care about politics this time more than ever. People have to turn out in the numbers, you know. We have to save Jamaica like how my parents saved Jamaica in 1980 from become a communist island. It is common to hear people say, "Me not ready," or "Me not business with politics," but that's a lie. We tell ourselves to feel comfortable. Because politics is in everything. The price of bread, the state of the road, crime, whether your children go to school safe, whether the police protect you or harass you, and even whether your community get water. If you want a police force with criminal police like cowboy, you vote for PMP. If that you want, when can extort you. Me never see a man that commit in one police when me say commit the most criminal, the crimes in a Jamaica and get promotion. Because the man they are PMP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization, supporter, activists, and voter in a uniform. But yet at one point in time he used to live at Towile. But he was living at Towile because he wanted to know what was going on there. So he was planted in there by the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. So he was there. Whilst he was there, he was spying on Andrew Wellness in our own constituency. I first time in our life where I see this in Jamaica where Jamaican children have school buses. Yellow school buses like Americans. To say you don't care about politics is to surrender your power and let the others decide for you. And the ones who step forward to decide are usually those who care more about power than people. Every time good people step back, bad people step up. And that is why elections in Jamaica have been so crazy. Because the bad men care more about power than about life itself. But imagine if more good Jamaicans stood up, not just election time, but every day. Imagine if our voices were louder than gunshots and our votes stronger than bribes. We could change the story. Jamaicans abroad in the US, UK, Canada and beyond also have a role to play. You send back billions of Jamaican dollars every year, which keep the Jamaican economy floating. But too often that money only props up criminality by some of your family members. If the diaspora began to demand accountability for their remittance, investing only in honest businesses, funding community improvement instead of waste, it will send a clear message that we want a better Jamaica. Stop sending money at Jamaica and contribute to the killing. Instead of just sending barrel and money, send wisdom, mentorship, and insist that the people them in our community respect the people them and treat them with love. Buying guns and sending gunshot and if you kill your somebody because you have some disagreement with them. When you kill that person, what you get off that with? You don't get nothing because you don't get the person life. What will it take to fix Jamaica? Fixing Jamaica is not impossible, but it will take courage and sacrifice. And here are some hard truths we must control. Remember, this in a 2025 we have never seen this kind of Jamaica ever. We have to end the political tribalism that the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization is imparting to us as a people. Renounce it. No more voting just because my father vote PMP. No, you're not born a PMP. You're Jamaican first because there's no passport that's a PMP. You have to vote with a sense. Eventually, you can walk from concrete jungle, go downtown through Anatown because people are civilized and educated. We can clean up the garrison communities them. Leaders must dismantle the garrison system and disarm the gangs that control them. Communities cannot thrive while being ruled by dons and their political sponsors. Every Jamaicans should demand to see where every tax dollars go. If politicians refuse to explain, they should not get your vote. Reject corruption. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization is a party where corruption is rife. Corruption is everything to them. Corruption is breeding. Stop taking the free zinc sheets and rum and curry goat and cash during election. Nothing is free. You pay for it later in poor healthcare and bad school and crime. That's how PNP LGBT give you. And bad road. You see road them in Jamaica are fixed all over. Empower the police but hold them accountable. We need a strong professional police force that protect the people without abusing them. That means rooting out corrupt officers while also give good police officers the resources to fight crime. And we say invest in youths. Too many young men see crime as their only option because them lazy. The mother and father tell them say education is the key. Education will take you out of poverty. And you can take it out. Just look at the youths where you grew up with in the garrison, in a Jonestown and jungle. The ones them were idle. The ones them when they go to school, them go on bench and them a chucky boo. Them still there. The youth who them cuss and say my idiot, he move out. And he move out in family. Because he was told, you have to go help you, you have to take you out, If you believe, say, the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, I go take you out, a Jonestown and concrete jungle, and move you uptown. You have another guest coming. Unless you are like Lenky Rai, or shoot Bob Marley. You understand? And you get big money, you can buy house across some Bob Marley place. You shoot the artist so you can get money for build place right it across from him. And that was his reward. Jamaica's story is not only one of pain, it's also one of triumph. From Sam Sharp's rebellion to Paul Bogle's march to Marcus Garvey's vision, we have always had leaders willing to stand up against injustice. What would Sam Sharp say if he saw how willingly some Jamaicans sell freedom for a PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization party t-shirt? What would Garvey say if he saw how women and children are gunned down in Garrison's war? If he saw how we let foreign interests and corrupt politicians destroy the dignity of our people, we owe it to them and ourselves to finish the work they began. A vision of hope. Imagine a Jamaica where every child can walk to school safely, where the doctor's office isn't overcrowded, where businesses thrive without having to pay bribes, where politicians fear the people instead of the other way around. Imagine a Jamaica where every parish have good roads, good jobs and good governance. You forget with the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, every part where them in charge of the municipalities, them thief money and give it to criminals. You hear all the man down Hanover, nearly $1 billion them thief, the parish council thief from Hanover. And them say rat them eat the paper them for account for the money. $1 billion and over a poor parish, Imagine that. Imagine a Jamaica where no one asks who run this area because the answer is clear. The people do. You hold the pen. The story of Jamaica is still being written. Whether it ends as a tragedy or a triumph depends on all of us. If you are young, don't think you are too small to matter. Every revolution began with young people refusing to accept the world as it is. If you are older, don't think your time has passed. Your wisdom and your voice are still needed. If you are wealthy, remember that you are only secure if the society around you is stable. If you are poor, remember that your vote, your voice and your dignity still has value. If you appreciate where Jamaica is at this moment, you have to choose Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Choose Jamaica. Every 63 seat, the JLP is supposed to win it with ease. Win them. Jamaica has always punched above its weight. We have given the world Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Shelley and Fraser Price, Louis Bennett, and countless others who must make us proud. But pride alone cannot put food on the table. We need progress. We need peace. And we need each other. We want criminals to live in fear of losing their lives, not the law-abiding citizens. So that's why we support the Jamaica Labour Party, because we see criminals have to run from Jamaica. So, as the next election approaches, and as the roundtable debates rages on, remember this: politics is not about politicians. It's about people. It's about you. And it's about the Jamaica we will leave behind. Stand up. If you can't speak up, do it quietly. Vote smart. Vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. Every candidate. Refuse to sell your soul to the British monarch. They have enslaved us for centuries. This is our chance now to get rid of them and become a republic. Because at the end of the day, the blood that runs in the street, or doesn't, is on our hands. When the next election comes, you must vote for the Jamaica Labour Party, or you will dare to choose change. You can't do that. You can't choose the white man over the Jamaican born man. And we say after that, we will hold our MP accountable between elections. Will you teach the children that violence is politics, or that peace is power? So we have to ride with the man who say peace is power, that the Jamaica Labour Party. Will you rebuild Jamaica, or just stand by and watch it burn? We say rebuild Jamaica. We not stand by and watch it burn as the PNP have done. The choice is yours. The future is now. So we say choose wisely. Choose Jamaica. Choose Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. And we not stop say so. Because in this time, you can't be neutral as a Jamaican, as a YouTuber. As we have said before, and we say again, no foreigner is supposed to rule over us as black people. We have suffered enough under these people. Over 400 years of slavery, brutality, rape, all kind of wickedness you can think of. That done by the white people from Europe to us as black people. We said choose Jamaica. Choose Jamaica. The Jamaican born Andrew Holness. Choose Jamaica. Stand with the born Jamaican Andrew Holness. Or step aside with the British born Mark Gummerbeer Golden in this defining moment of Jamaica's history. Every Jamaican, both on the rock and in the diaspora, must ask themselves a simple but profound question. Where do your loyalty lie? Are you with the Jamaica and our people? Or are you standing on the side of those who exploit, divide and dishonor her? Neutrality is not an option. Some YouTubers and influencers try to play it safe by being neutral. They hack though. They can sit on the fence while Jamaica is being fought over by forces that either want to elevate her or destroy her. I sit by Jamaica and I support the Jamaica Labour Party because the Jamaica Labour Party support law and order. But here's the truth. If you are neutral in the fight for justice, truth and self-determination, you are siding with the oppressor. So all I want a big talk of them on YouTube because they know offend people. Them all look views. We don't know that. We know truth. Neutrality in the face of exploitation is complicity. If you cannot stand up and say that Jamaica belongs to Jamaicans, that black Jamaicans, the descendants of those who endured slavery and fought for freedom, deserve to lead and shape our destiny, then you are effectively standing with those who still see Jamaica as their plantation. And that is treachery against the sacrifices of our ancestors. Stand with Jamaica or stand aside, man. We cannot pretend that leadership does not matter. Leadership defines the soul of a nation. On one side, you have Andrew Holness, a son of Jamaica born to black parents, someone who understands the history and pain of his people, who embodies the resilience of the descendants of slaves who turned nothing into something. On the other hand, you have Mark Gummy Golden, a man born in Britain, descended from those who benefited directly from the exploitation and enslavement of black people, and yet he seeks to lead Jamaica, the very nation his forefathers helped oppress. This is not merely about party colors, it's about principle. It's about whether black people, after centuries of struggle, still believe that their destiny must be dictated by descendants of slave owners. It is about whether we have truly freed ourselves from mental slavery, or whether we are still enslaved in our minds, bound to the very same type of people who once chained us. To the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and its supporters, if you support Mark Gummy Golden, you must ask yourself, what does it say about your pride and your understanding of history? You know nothing. You are like a stone or rock, dumb as hell. If Mark Golden truly wishes to lead, let him go to Britain, his birthplace, and lead there. Let him prove himself to his own people, his own kind, and fix the problems that his ancestors created there. We don't want a white man in our country when I come from Jamaica. No. Jamaica does not need or does not deserve to be ruled by offsprings of those who own and traded our ancestors like livestock. No. I saw them treat our ancestors as if they were superior to us. And to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization that prop him up, your allegiance is clear. It is not to Jamaica or our people. You are clinging to the crumbs of power, willing to sell out your birthright for party favors. History will judge you for that betrayal. To the Maroons who betray Jamaica, and the so-called Maroon leaders who support these treasonous agendas, your ancestors fought and signed treaties that should have been honored in the spirit of liberation, but instead you have chosen to side with Britain over Jamaica. If you see yourselves as British subjects, then you should take your place in Britain, not in the leadership of Jamaica. Jamaica can and must do better without those who are willing to betray her for their own gain. Why this matter? It's a lesson in history and dignity. For over 400 years, black people in Jamaica endured the whip, the chains and plantations, and the indignity of being told we were less than human. We fought back through Sam Sharp's rebellion, Paul Bogle's march, and we earn our freedom with blood, sweat and tears. Now we have the opportunity to honor that history by ensuring that Jamaica is governed by those who reflect the struggle and the sacrifice of our people, not those whose ancestors were the oppressors. If we fail now, we tell the world that we have learned nothing. If we allow the children of former slave masters to rule us again, we have dishonored the memory of those who died for our freedom. To Jamaicans living abroad, you are still Jamaicans. You have a voice. Use it to influence your families and communities back home. Tell them, all of them in the PNP garrison, to vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. By voting for the Jamaica Labour Party, we'll be able to get rid of this gun culture, the killing, because all we do is kill each other. There's no benefit from killing another black man. What? Because of your ego, you want to say you're a killer, but when you're time to be killed, you shit up yourself. Don't fund corruption. You have seen what Wilfred Rattigan, Rupert Francis, Herbert Nelson, and Huglesom, what they have done. Try to scam you guys, and it wasn't for yours truly, so that's why them hate me. We say don't fund corruption. Don't support candidates or organizations that disrespect Jamaica's dignity. You see what they have done from the shores of America, and they were doing it in Canada. Don't sit silent while the legacy of slavery is continued through political puppets. You love Jamaica better, for better opportunity. But never forget your roots are your duty to defend them. I will never do that. Jamaica is always in my heart. The choice before us, this is not just about an election. This is about the soul of our nation. We cannot afford to hand over leadership to someone who see Jamaica as a playground, a trophy, or just another property in the family long history of ownership. We cannot allow those who have no love or respect for Jamaica's people, no understanding of our history, no stake in our future to govern us. So the choice is yours. Stand with the born Jamaican who understand and embodied our struggle. Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party, all 63 members. Every Jamaicans vote for them. No one not supposed to vote for the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, because this is a party of the people that enslave us. The British are stand aside with those who see us as nothing more than laborers and votes to exploit. Jamaica can do better. We do not need to be ruled by foreigners or their descendants. We do not need to cling to outdated party loyalties that undermines our dignity. We do not need to tolerate treason, whether it comes from politicians, maroon leaders, or YouTubers who profit from our pain but refuse to stand with us. Neutrality is complicity. Jamaica is strong. Jamaica is proud. Jamaica deserves leaders who reflect her history and our hopes for the future. So choose wisely. Choose Jamaica. Stand with the people. Stand with your people, or stand aside. So we said to all of those who love Jamaica, remember, Mark Gomebia Golden is not one of us. He's a foreigner. A British born man. In 2025, we are going to allow a British white man for Canos. Let's see. As we said before, and we beg and beseech every Jamaican, support the Jamaica Labour Party, because the future for Jamaica looks brighter with them. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.